Hey all, now it's Alex here from Biz Launch, chilling with Jennifer Jones, founder of Cosmopolitan Plated, who's going to talk a little bit about Cosmopolitan Plated and how she's thrived through COVID. So Jennifer, tell us a little bit about Cosmopolitan Plated. What is your business best known for, and how did you get your start?
Okay, so Cosmopolitan Plated started as you see it now in 2016 here in DC. Before that, I was a personal chef and worked with a nice amount of clients, anywhere from athletes to musicians, all of those things. And I really enjoyed sharing my love for food, but I knew there was something more that I had to bring. So I decided to relocate to the greater DMV area and get people together over great cooking experiences in a way different than they do from in the office or on the street or even at the grocery store. So that's really how it came about, and it just went on and became this beautiful monster, as I call it. It is a monster.
So getting people together for good food, good wine, and good conversation.
Yes, and really the goal is this. I come from a large family, and one of the things I learned early on is conversations and getting to know people as they are comes at the table. So we hear at the table a lot these days, right? I was really working to get people to the table. So I wanted people, someone you would see on the metro or passing in the street that you may not normally talk to, give you a chance to cook with them, sit down with them, and get their story. See who they are, and let them see who you are naturally.
And that's what we need more of in America.
Thank you.
So
diversity, inclusion on a plate.
So, with the health pandemic, many small businesses have been challenged.
Yes.
What resources were helpful for you to overcome those challenges relating to the health pandemic? And how did you kind of get through this last year?
Oh, absolutely. Challenging, oh my goodness, is, that is the word, but there's more with that. But there were multiple ends. So the main thing, the first thing that came through was the ability to quickly switch over to digital. And that really did more for my company than I thought it would. I was able to get a little help in knowing upfront that it was time to do it. With that being said, I started building an online community, and they started working with me and for me, for my company, as like my PR, telling people about it. So that started to bring in jobs. But on top of that, the EDIL, I took advantage of that, and that was very helpful to stabilize my company, as well as still staying in communication with, Biz Launch and taking advantage of their resources, the information they were sharing. But that, along with community, and I guess it's more community, because it's just different avenues of community, really kept it going and allowed me to not only pivot the direction or the way I usually send out my business, but also add a different avenue. Now that we're exiting COVID, I'm also able to continue doing digital classes, which reach all the way to the West Coast, and as of now, to the UK.
So I wanted to bring that up because, primarily before in 2019, before COVID, you had focused, on clients locally within the DMV.
Yes, that's correct.
But that's not the case anymore.
No. Keeping in line with that, we are still here to serve, and we're grateful that we can still serve the many companies out here and their teams and organizations and their constituents and neighborhoods and their people. We're still doing it and letting it evolve daily within our vision, and as the need presents itself. That's the best way I can say it.
So tell me, what's the best way for people that want to do business with you to get in touch with you?
Yeah, the best way is, honestly, the quickest way is if you go onto my website, cosmopolitanplated.com. Cosmopolitan like the drink, plated like a beautiful plated dish.com. You can find my phone number, you can find my email address, anything, and I am always on. So feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear from you, any of the Arlington readers, companies, things like that. I'm an Arlington girl, so I love it.
Well, thank you for spending the time with us today, and it was great to learn more about your story.
Thank you.
For more information
Alex.
about Biz Launch, visit www.bizlaunch.org.